Okay, what the hell are we doing? The answer to that is setting up the keyboard, because I haven't got it in the right position yet. Ah, professionalism. Right, never mind. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to West of Loathing. What were we doing? We were doing stuff, and I've completely forgotten what all of that stuff was, because I recorded the last episode early, because I was moving, and then because I was moving, I recorded this one late. So it's been way longer than it had any right to be. I think, if I remember correctly, we were helping to sort out the predicaments of these passing people, and this music sounds incredibly louder than it should be, so give me a second to check that, please. Right, never mind any of that. Again, professionalism. Okie dokie, what was your existential problem? Oh, gee willikers, I got a job as the General's personal assistant, but I got fired and reassigned here. Whatever happened? Everything was great at first, I was pretty good at scheduling, and I can write in shorthand, and I'm an A+ boot polisher. But then the General went and decided he'd look more serious and sophisticated with a bow tie, and expected me to do the tying for him. You weren't any good at it? No, I can do a sheep's hank, and a bowline, and a clover hitch, but for the life of me, I can't figure out how to get a bow tie to look right. The General sent me out here to practice one and said I'm not coming back until I figure it out. Well, I've got plenty of moxie, I suppose I can manage that. You grab the two ends like this, you want this side to be a little shorter, you cross the end over the other end, and then under and up, with the other side to a sort of zigzag, and then you bring the upper bit straight down, back around, and fold it in there. Does that make any sense? This may surprise you, but I haven't a baldies how to tie a bow tie myself, and that explanation didn't help at all. You want to have a go? The two of you go back and forth a few times until he finally gets it right without poking himself in the eye. Oh, I've got it. Thanks a lot. Wait till I show the General. He runs into the building, waving the bow tie in the air. Sounds like me after the January sales. Right. Private cooker. Oh, how appropriate. Well, it would be, if I could cook, even a little bit. What seems to be the problem? Well, we've only got two ingredients here, and I cannot for the life of me figure out how to combine them. What are the ingredients? A corned beef hash and toast. How about you put the toast first, and then beef hash and top it down, right? It's complex engineering. Try to help him with a metaphor. What if you thought of the toast as a road map? He nods, seeming to understand where you're going with this, and the corned beef as shanola. So I should put the corned beef hash next to... I'm sorry, I don't get it. Can we try again? I'm not convinced I can really help. What if we think of it as a shoe, and the corned beef is a hole in the ground? Because that's going to definitely go the right way around, isn't it? I don't see how any of these make any sense. A shingle, and your head. No, okay. What about your elbow and a corncob pipe? No, okay. I'm completely out of ideas. I'm going to guess that I can produce some kind of... What did that say? It would be cruel to loot these people's supplies. You know what? Yeah, darned right. It would be kind of cruel to loot their supplies. I don't guess you can give me any clues on what I could, do to help. No, okay, I guess we'll just wander around, or eventually give up and try a bit of trial and error on that. How's about we go to the last custard stand and see what all of that is about? You find a rough wooden cross stuck into the ground with the words "some jerk" carved into them. I suppose it is a grave. Well, it was a jerk, so I suppose it doesn't matter if we desecrate the grave. That was definitely a grave. Check out all of this grave stuff. Burial whiskey. The hell is that? In the West, it's important to stay drunk, even when you're dead. Yay! Weird life I lead. And it ain't getting any less weird the moment I laid eyes on all of this. Right. Fine custard. Might I require some fine custard, my friend? Welcome to the last custard stand. I am Custard Man Stan. No, I am Custard Man Stan. And I make custard only like Custard Man Stan can. Would you care to try something? Would you care to try saying that again and getting it right this time? Give me some sweet custard. It's time to blow this custard stand. Tell me about your custard stand, Custard Man Stan. Not much to tell, just a plain honest custard stand and plain honest custard. Is it like the last one? Like the last one before you get to Frisco? Or it's the last one of the whole territory? Heck, last one of the whole world as far as I know. But I can't swear to that. Surely just the first. Yep, because the first one was also mine. It was further up north and the whole dang operation was eaten by wasps. Stand all. Must have been some very hungry wasps. Give me some sweet custard. Some chocolate custard, increasing my moxie by 9. Raisin custard, mysticality. Or vanilla custard, my muscle. Well, those could actually be quite useful, because that's a pretty decent bonus. I may return for that later when we eventually go for a fracas at the Necromancer's Tower. But how about some moonshine? Moonshine in the moonshine could be quite beneficial as well. A twig snaps in the woods behind you, and you catch a moving shadow out of the corner of your eye. There's nothing there, and you have the uncanny feeling that you're being followed. Look, I'm on my way somewhere. Could we just cut to the chase already? A huge skeleton, much taller than any human, with structure and posture somewhere in between a human and a gorilla, smashes out from the undergrowth and charges at you. Good. Thanks. Frighten her away. How am I going to frighten away a skeletal gorilla monster? I'm going to try now. Look behind you, the paparazzi. Gasp. Tabloid photographers, paranormal investigators, and cryptozoologists. The Bigfoot. Oh, it's a Bigfoot skeleton. That makes more sense now. Turns and scampers back into the woods. I guess she's a bit shy. Oh. Oh well. Not everyone is as used to being on camera as crazy people like me. Right. I'm going to carry on harvesting all of this stuff for no particularly good reason, because I don't think I've ever actually drunk any of it. Can I make some moonshine? Yes. That was amazingly efficient. Excellent. Is it any good? Oh, well, I'm very glad I didn't drink the other thing, because this increases them all by 9. Made from real moon. Just a thought. But you remember, like, ages ago, like in episode 2 or 3, I found a place where I was trying to conduct a ritual, and I found a gore-splattered scroll. Yes, that was the one. Didn't it say I need something about moon? No, stardust. Stardust, human ashes, and glass spheres. Okay, sorry. I thought it was something to do with moons. But no, I stand entirely corrected. That's actually a very good bonus. I'm quite tempted to drink that. That's probably going to go into my liver. Yeah, because it's moonshine. So I'll hang on to that for the time being, because my combat is capable enough as it is. But we'll see if anything else turns up. Oh, I was moon bits. Oh, did I just use the moon bits on that? Oh, so we already had the moon things. Goodness, I'm excellent at this, aren't I? Do you like moonshine? It's a still. You ain't never seen one? Well, yes, my uncle had one and made liquors out of turnips. He called it turniptine. This is all weird looking and has extra parts. Well, fire it up and we can see whatever it makes without us going blind. Well, I guess it won't hurt to try, unless alcohol poisoning hurts. Yeah, yes, it kind of does. And if you ever see Spooky Sounds of Jump Scares, you'll see that it does. Anyway, that's enough piddling around. We haven't done anything yet. An angry looking skeleton. It's gonna be even more angry in a minute when I return into the state of death it initially came from. Now, where were we? We were going to the abandoned mine to see if it truly is as abandoned as they say. I should really get the mouse on the screen, sorry about that. Whoa, what's that? It's a shiny thing. A strange silvery crystal. How exciting. The crystal is silver in the sense that it's silver coloured. It's not silver in the sense that it's made of metal silver. I wonder if I could take that to the Goblin Jeweller and get another ring out of there. This mine is exceptionally dirty, even by desert mining standards. Anything else around here of any importance? I don't mind telling you, these places be making me nervous. I admit it, they are increasingly unsettling. They're still gonna go through it and check it out. Anything for a weird life? Yes, indeed. I mean, it would be a very dull game if we didn't. We go to the oil can into the works. Now that the rust is dealt with, you can see there was a bolt that's way out of alignment. Use the wrench and get it all working. So what are we going to find out? Hopefully something to do with the aliens, because I feel like we're not far away from concluding that part of the story. This mine isn't that great, but this cabinet is a big plus. Ah, visual comedy, the thing I'm rubbish at. Surgical gin. This gin is used for sterilizing patients and anesthetizing instruments. Sorry, I messed it up. I've been drinking the surgical gin. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Right, okay, so we've got some more mine carts going on here. These could come in handy for stuff and things. I presume I can't move this one. And get many unrefined meat nuggets. Those will come in handy for something else. Ah, yes. I thought I recognized this. Ah, yeah, I have no idea what that means. Lupa is a word. I believe it's a Latin word, but it's still not English. See, now I've got even more of these punch cards, and I still haven't a baldies way to use them. It's so irritating. What's this? A big cylinder. Oh, I should have this. An El Vibrato cylinder. Very heavy, 2 foot long cylinder of El Vibrato material. How exciting. We haven't got the keystone for this, but I can go back and make one because I've got loads of these scraps. I have another of these cylinders. I didn't realise I already had one. But, yeah, I must have loads of the scraps because I've been fighting loads of the enemies. So I'll come back and get that sorted in a minute. We'll turn that on, see if it helps at all. But, yeah, I've noticed that. Everywhere there seems to be alien stuff, there's weird lines of rocks. Most bizarre. Never mind. Let's have a look down a couple of these shafts and see what we've got in here. I see, again, strange arrangement of rocks. Is this just like a little circuit? Because it really seems to be... Oh, goodness. Evening, gentlemen. Well, there's not half as many of you as I thought there were. This isn't going to be a particular concern. Yeah, I mean, it's weird, because when we started this game, Susie was amazingly overpowered, and I was horribly underpowered. So, yeah, our roles have kind of been reversed now. She's kind of a bit useless, because I've been fighting cows for ages and ages, and she hasn't leveled up ever again, like in like a dozen episodes. So I'm guessing that she has reached her maximum level, and she can't get any stronger, which is a real shame, but never mind. Can I break through this? No, we won't even talk about it. This switch is long rusted away. It's useless as not that it was ever useful before that, given the track layout. Oh, yeah, because it don't go nowhere, do it? Okay then, so can we go back out and see what we've got down here? Side tunnel 2. Yeah. More meat. Yummy-licious. What on earth is this? Some kind of drilling machine. Yeah, that's one word for it. Stash of mining gear. Nothing particularly important though. What have we got in here? The cultist camp. Oh, this might be interesting. What have we got here? Dear Jeff, I got called up north to deepest delve. See you soon. Sincerely, Jeff. T'other Jeff, presumably. Yes, I don't know who this Roberto bloke is. Mind you, all the... See, I don't know, are the cultists and the necromancers the same people? Because the cultists are the people with the masks, and the necromancers are the people with, like, the black hoods. So I'm wondering if in reality they're two entirely separate groups. This contains an effectively infinite amount of sarsaparilla, but you have plenty. Also, I don't think that's how you spell sarsaparilla, but I think that's part of this game's charm. Anything else of any importance? Seems to be a poorly ventilated place for a campfire. Maybe that's why there's no one here. I didn't twig to that, but you're right, that's an absolutely moronic place for a campfire. Right. Is that everything then? I think so, yes. Because we've gone down both of these tunnels and there's nothing else here. And I think perhaps this would have revealed the location of Deepest Delve, but of course we've already been there, so that didn't help. So let me return to the Professor's house and use his keystone manufacturing device in order to... Not that either. I just want to check that I've got the right ring on. Yes, I do. Good. I wanted to make sure I didn't have that ring of getting places faster on. Build a battery. No, I don't want a battery. I want a key. Yes, there we are. How many of these have I got, actually, these scraps? I have absolutely no idea. Because I've got collected so much random rubbish over the weeks. But I've lost it all weeks, months. 25. I feel like we could afford to make another key and one more battery. Just so that we've got... Yeah, we've got 2 of each, which I think is sensible enough. Okay, let me head back to the mine, put this key in, and see what that gets us going. You were ambushed by a cow who was hiding behind a nearby billboard. A billboard big cow. Right, well it's just a cow, so frankly I don't care. Actually I don't even need to use that on you because it's silver purchase. I Kinda kick cow butt. What? Infernal leather. This horrible cow skin may have some demonic sigils branded onto it. You'd think the cows would have lost interest in branding one another when they were no longer domesticated. Maybe it's an ironic kind of thing. Kids young. Could I apply that to my hat? I think I've got something on my hat. But, that could be quite useful. Let me quickly try. No, it doesn't say so. Oh, it's already got a snake skin band on it, so there goes the end of that idea. Okay, what does this do? Oh, it's just a box. Okay, so I've got 4 more scraps and 2 more punch cards. Again with the punch cards. I could probably translate half the bleeding dictionary by this point, but I can't. Seriously, I've got 17 of these complicated ones and 15 of these normal ones. Gosh, I can't remember where I used them. Oh dear, and I really want to because I'm not sure what else to do right now. And I feel like if I could translate enough of the words, there's a terminal somewhere that I can perform some commands with. Maybe I could get whatever it is that's offline online again. But I'll come back to that in a moment. Ages ago, while I was wandering around looking for something, I realised, now that I have the safe cracking skill, that I can open the 3rd sort of tomb that we found here. We found 3 tombs which we opened with our lockpicking skill, and we got sort of like a 1/3 of a key each time. Here we are. And this one I can open with my safe cracking. Yes, and again the document of Irongloat. Kitty. Let's hope I never merit that nickname. And a document. And we have the item. Yes, here we are. Now, unless I'm mistaken, I can combine these fragments into a key. Yes, the bits found in the big fancy tombstones in Reboot Hill. I have no idea where this goes, though, because I don't know what's locked. So, yes. I have absolutely no idea where or what to use this on, because I can't think of anywhere around here that's locked, or anywhere else for that matter. But, yeah, never mind. Let me go searching around a couple of the mines for a few minutes. I'm going to go to each of the mines and see if I can figure out where I use the punch cards, because it's got to be useful somewhere. I know, because I've already used some of them, so I'm just going to find that place again. So give me a few minutes and I shall do that. After I do this. Yeah, open it. Open the secret treasure of booty. The treasure contains a lone but extremely large gemstone and a document describing a ton time, which apparently you won, despite not even signing up for it. Oh, that's good. Because I haven't got a clue what a tontine is. But never mind. Before we do that, actually, I want to see if I can make rings out of either of these gemstones. A large man with a large hammer interrupts your journey by leaping out from behind a rock and shouting, "You damn ghost won't get me, I'll hammer you back into the grave where you belong." Well, that is a new one. Sell him an anti-ghost charm. Whoa, hold on there, fella. I ain't no ghost. Anyway, that sledgehammer of yours ain't gonna do much to a ghost now, is it? Well, now that you mention it, what's all this on about ghosts? I've been working construction at the Winchester Mansion, and that place is haunted, I tell you. Seems like you need a little magic for your hammer. I could enchant it for you if you haven't some meat. Really? I don't be taking you for a beanslinger, mate? Oh no, I'm not. My granny taught me a few tricks. You scratch some strange-looking squiggles into the head of the hammer with a penknife and carve +1 versus ghosts on the handle. All done, mate. And he strides away with newfound confidence and newly lost meat. I feel like I was going to say something, but now I've completely lost my train of thought. Never mind. Unbreakable ruby and strange silver thingamajig. Yeah, let's have a go with those. What does the unbreakable ruby do? +7 to my armor. The circle shall forever remain unbroken. Actually, the circle is the weak part, it's the gem that ain't gonna break. And then the strange crystal. 11 to my mysticality. You can't help feeling like this ring is a waste of whatever that silver crystal was, but on the other hand, it is a very, very nice ring. Oh, gosh. Did I desperately need that for something? And now I've ruined it. Because the great thing about this game is you can't save. Because it auto-saves everything. Like, even doing that, it auto-saves. And I'm not willing to undo, like, 3 months worth of progress in this game, all for the sake of one bleeding ring. Never mind. Yeah, let me find out where we're going for the punch cards. Your overbrazer transponder thingy bleeps, and you follow the bleep towards a shallow cave where you think might be a bear den. Fortunately, it isn't bear right now, it is a weird crate at the back. Oh, an assault drone? I'm sorry, what? This is a very dangerous hexagon made of overbrazer material. Luckily, it's dangerous to your opponent and not to you, an item used in combat. Oh, cool. I mean, that's kind of good, but that's not exactly what I wanted. So... I hope that meets with your crate expectations. I couldn't... Yeah! Perfect. Good, that's all strong. It seems I haven't used them before, because upon not being bothered to wander around for half an hour trying to find them, I decided to just look it up and then go straight there. But apparently you don't use them in any of the places I've been already, which seems bizarre, because I swear I've already used a couple of them to learn words like offline and power, which is how I know the power's offline. But never mind. Apparently we need to go here. Your transponder beeps, indicating a spot on the horizon. You spur McBumchiller towards it to investigate, and find, well, a well. Just a well. A curious abandoned well. Damned well better stop to investigate it. Yes, indeed. A well. Attach a rope and climb down. I'll be having that for no particular reason. And apparently one can use them here. Can I use my cards here? Oh, gosh. I'm just gonna leave this be. What's in here? Again, I haven't got a clue. Press the button on the machine. You press the button and the machine speaks. It says Papa. 7 buttons appear on the platform. Look at them. Oh, goodness. I'm just gonna leave that as one side for a minute. More of these things. And oh, gosh. Finally. Okay, at last. You insert the card into the slot, and the machine's screen springs into a frenzied activity. You can't consciously make sense of what you're watching, but when it's over, you know things you didn't know before. You've learned the words for detected and matter, for return and destruction, for nuance and storage. Do we really need the word nuance? I feel like that's a slightly more complicated word than we needed. Clothing, organic and secondary. Garbage, solar maintenance. Central fluid legs wear. Why are these making phrases? Phrases I don't like the sounds of. Increase education bridge. Brooch bracelet construction. Cash current. Local west. Footwear array. I feel like this is turning into a short essay. Online weather cannon. Destination disposal coffee maker. Source headwear. A primary decrease south. East insert auditory. Pipeline machine north. How many of these things have I got? You learn nothing else from that kind of card. Okay, so I think I've used all the small cards, so let's use the large cards. Corruption and extraterrestrial. So I'm learning big words now. Magnitude sedative. Orientation Roberto. So are the cultists tied in with the aliens then? Because didn't we find like a shrine back in Deepest Delve that had all of the cultist swirls on it, but it also had a weird cross on it, I think, made of the Elvabrato technology, which we used somewhere in a facility. Let's see what else we can learn. Facility, a chronicky, which I've never heard of, and resonator. Drone, municipal, and temperature. Beacon and toggle. Positronic and sustenance. Emergency terminal. I have no idea what that's about. Presumably for learning many words. Emergency terminal. Initialized containment planetary. Decloaker and insufficient. Decloaker. Wonder if I can decloak. Hopefully not the Emperor. Quick gate, military and updated. Personal time squeezer. Fabrication and reactor, teleporter, and antipsychotic. And I think I have learned everything. Was that achievement for learning all the words then? Specifically for learning 69 of them. Have I learned what Papa means now? Not really. Now it says Ganila. I haven't got a clue. And I'm hesitant to press anything in case it all goes wrong. Oh gosh. The screen says education terminal. Well, that answers a lot of questions then. Yeah, and there's definitely nothing else we can use with any of these, are there? No. Nope, looks like we've learned all we can, unless there's a third type of card, perhaps. Okay, so... Oh, go on, why not? Let's give it a try. Let's use the first one. The terminal emits a reassuring tone. You have learned the old vibrato word for the number 0. The 7 buttons disappear and the original one appears again. Press it. So is it like saying the El Vibrato word? Like Ganila is the El Vibrato word for 0, and I had to press the correct button which corresponded to that? I see. So if I do this some more, maybe I'll learn what number Hotata is for. Let's try the second one. A harsh buzz. No. Okay. So this is going to take some, well, some trial and error and some brain power. So give me a few moments, and I shall work through this and see if we can learn some alien mathematics. Exciting. Okay, I think I've learned them all. Well, at least I've learned a few. I don't think I've learned numbers like 7, 8, and 9, but I've definitely learned like 1, 2, 3, yeah, like sort of like 1 to 5 maybe, and 6. Because after a while it stopped saying the word, it started saying the number, but the number doesn't correspond to the number on the button, which is a bit of a pain in the backside. But never mind. I think we've learned about all we can from there, so that's sort of slightly useful, I suppose. Can we understand anything more here now? Fascinating. Turns out when you know what you're talking about, things go a bit better. I wouldn't know, because I've never known what I'm talking about, because I've been drooling prattle for 20 years. Current teleportation destination education facility. Select destination, education facility, drone fabrication, equipment fabrication, secondary storage, or auditory nuance containment. Let's go to secondary storage and see if that gets us anywhere. Have we been here before? We've got a couple of boxes here, but I can only get one of them. Broken bit of machinery, got some scraps, a weird device. Humming object. The professor would be interested in this. A dome-shaped piece of machinery of unknown purpose, unless its purpose is to make an incessant whining noise, in which case its purpose is both very well known and very annoying. Okay, can we open this? With a battery and some seltzer. Increasing muscle moxie and mysticality by 5 and maximum AP by 2. A very small flask made of material and filled with a glowing blue fizzy liquid. Oh, cool. And some more fluid. Yes, with some sloshy fluid. Oh, the best fluid is sloshy. Okay, that's kind of cool. The other place I'm interested in is the auditory nuance containment. This could be quite interesting to go to. Have I been here before? How exciting. This thing is just bopping. Right, select nuance destination. There's a single button available labelled select. Press it. 7 new buttons appear. South 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. Okay, so that's where the numbers I've just learned is. So, select nuance destination. So is this like where I'm sending it? Where I'm sending the sounds? What purpose will this serve? No, let's send it to 0. 7 but very different but very similar buttons appear. Send it to East 0. Oh, destination corruption detected. South destination adjustment 5, East Destination adjustment 3. Okay, so I started with a vector of 0, 0. That being south, that being east. And it wants me to adjust them by 5 and 3 respectively. Well, that's good, because I can only go up from there. So let me try south 3. South 3, which irritatingly is number 4, but never mind. And then east. Oh no, I wasn't supposed to move the south by 3. I was supposed to move the east by 3. Never mind. Let me move east by 3 and see whether it's happier about that. Yes, it just doesn't like the south. Okay, let's try south 5 and east 3. Darn it! I got it wrong again. South. Oh, did I press 5 when I meant? Never mind. The terminal bloops and boopy floating guy behind you disappears in a puff of glowing squares. I wonder where he went. I haven't to ball this, but he's gone somewhere. How exciting. Okay, that was a bit weird, but never mind. So presumably well, I would say he went southeast, which would take us sort of south and then east. Maybe to the professor's house. I don't know. Let's go to the professor's house and see what he can do with this device we found. See if it makes any sense to him. And if our booping friend has appeared. Seems not. No. Okay. What's up, Doc? The professor is examining something with intense concentration. Show him the whining object. I found this annoying whining dome. Whoa, that is annoying, isn't it? I hope that goes away when I fix it. What is it exactly? Well, unless I miss my guess, you'll find this very handy. I believe it's for manufacturing a variety of fighting tools, and presumably they're helpful ones, otherwise why bother, right? Oh. Okay. Cool. The machine turns Alphabeto scraps into single-use combat items, and that's what the professor says, and I'm confirming it for you. There's a little note to the side where he describes the different things you can make. You can make a grenade, which you assume blows things up. You can make something called a maintenance teleporter, which the professor says will banish any hostile constructs, and can make an autonomous construct that will help you win fights by hitting enemies, or one that can help by fighting, help in fights by healing you. I quite like the sound of a grenade. Please tell me this attacks multiple people at the same time. That's not nearly as much damage as I need, but 25 to all enemies could be really useful for fighting all those skeletons in the Necromancer's lair. That could actually be really useful. I'm going to make a key for no particularly good reason, just in case, because I think we're a bit low on them. Okay, that's all fine and dandy. Let me go to the other locations that I can take that teleporter to, because those two places I've gone so far, I'm pretty sure we're new. Well, 100% sure they were new. So, let's see if we can find anything else new there. Why are you not cramming an entire baguette up your icing funnel? I mean, what? Go marrying a bagel muffin chucker. I'm guessing this is associated with Breadwood because they like we like our bread and our bread-related product. Talk? Try? Where did you learn a talking to like that? Finding a guide to human custards, cake sucker. The goblin shows you a pamphlet listing a variety of popular profanities. On the back says brought to you by the Breadwood Board of Tourism. Teach them some fake swears. These are weak swears. Give the pamphlet. I'm teaching you better ones. Okay. Teach them a thing or two. You teach a goblin a number of phrases like charming gentleman and have a pleasant afternoon. He doesn't expect a thing, and the next human to meet will have a much more puzzling, if polite, encounter. Oh, that's wonderful. This handy reference guide is some of the most fashionable profanity mankind has to offer. Keeps fighting unboxing. Oh gosh. I needed that after today. Oh dear. Right, that's chuffed me right up, that is. Okay. Oh dear. Okay, let's go to equipment fabrication. Why not? I don't know if we'll need any good equipment or not, but it's worth a try, I suppose. Instead of battery, yeah, here we are. Gain effect, energized. Oh yay, another one. These are really good bonuses, so I want to get as many of these as possible. What more can we get? Equipment fabrication. Bracelet or brooch? Let's go for a bracelet. And you get a ring. The machine emits a noise like a duck, and a slot opens. Please do not open slots in real ducks, they don't like it. The oval brace of scraps in your hand vibrate and you cram some of them into the hole. Don't do that with ducks either. After 5, the slot closes and reopens, having converted your garbage into some jewellery. Ah, makes the encounters more likely. That could be useful if I was farming them. But I think there's already a facility where I can farm. What about the brooches? 11 armour. That sounds pretty good, actually. What is currently on my, here? 9 to my moxie. That, again, is also pretty good. I'm happy. Most happy indeed. Right, last place, drone fabrication, which I doubt is going to be of amazing use to me, because I've already got a drone, and I don't think I'm going to need any more. But, there's a button little pedestal. Evening, mate. Drone fabrication online. Approach it. Fight. I'm not sure I've consented to this, but never mind. I don't know what I'm worrying about. Keystone, some more scraps. Yay. So again, is this just a farming encounter? Seems to be, but you can only farm one at a time instead of... I stand corrected, you can farm more than one at a time. That ain't gonna help. Ain't gonna help you. Yeah, so again, you can get some more farming stuff here, if that is your sort of thing. Oh, lovely. Okay, so now that we've done that, and we can actually read all of the alien language now, at least the vast majority of it. Your transponder bleeps at you, which means only one thing, treasure or a fight. Well, I suppose really does 2 things. Anyway, this time it turns to be a fight, specifically a fight with a large robot, assuming that you decide to fight it. Indeed, I do. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. You still don't stand a chance. Like I'm sorry, but a fully upgraded fan hammer and way more moxie than I've any right to is just a dangerously large volume of damage. Oh yeah, that's something else I was going to do. I didn't realise, yes, because I went down to the mine and I moved the coal underneath the grabber, but I never actually brought it up. There's a button which says winch. It's probably for the winch. I'm going to activate that winch if I press the wrong button, kids. There's a button labeled smash. Press it. I feel like I should smash it. The machine works its magic and compresses the massive lump of coal into a much smaller lump of coal. Super dense coal. I hope I don't earn that nickname either. It's a chunk of coal that has a tremendous amount of pressure applied to it. Now you need it a few hundred years, and you have a great big diamond, or a very good gift for a very bad child. One or the other. Right. Where the hell was I going? I don't know. Let's assume it was down at the bottom. I guess. Because there was a big facility, I think, probably one of the biggest early alien facilities we've found thus far. Somewhere or rather. Is it through a teleporter? Judging by all of the fancy stones, yes, it probably was through a teleporter. So what can we read here? West Roberto containment power offline. Okay, so the power's offline somewhere. Ah, if you look, there's power coming down here and through here, but not across here. So I wonder if there's like a facility somewhere that I could turn the power on, and that would get the power going through here, and then another one. Because I'm going to guess this is going to say East Roberto, isn't it? Yes, again, offline. Maybe I could power those up, then power would be coming through here, and something else would happen. What does this say? Yes, positronic resonator detected. That must be the thing in the middle of the screen. Okay. So I need to get those two things working, you say? Okay, fair enough. Where can I do that? The only place I can distinctly remember that definitely did have alien technology in it was the Lost Dutch oven mine. So let me go back there after I open this and get some smelling salts, a can of oils, some spiked coffee, some surgical gin, and some nerve pills. I could probably do with some of them, to be honest. Now that I can read the language, maybe I can make a bit more sense of what's going on down here. This is starting to cut on my nerves. Right, just just a little bit. Okay, right. North Central Positronic Reactor Quick Gate Facility. Okay, is this all functioning? Quick Gate online, there's a button labelled toggle. Okay, so a Quick Gate is like a teleporter, so this is maybe a teleporter to the Positronic Reactor, is what you're trying to tell me? And yeah, then there's this farming station over here. So did I manage to get this running without even realising it? Because I've got this thing sort of running. Yeah, and it says the reactor's online. So it seems perfectly happy with that. Okay, fair enough. What about Coral Ridge Mine? Was there anything there? I don't remember. Let me wander around for a bit and see if I can find any more facilities. And see if there's anything more I can do in any of them. Because I feel we are so close. We are so very close to unravelling this mystery. I just need to get a tiny bit closer. Yeah, here we are. What have we got going on here? Nothing? No. Nothing. Maybe these areas, the ones where everything's just caved in, maybe these areas used to have teleporters in them, which would have taken you to places like the education facility, or the, like, weird positronic resonance place. But you can't access them because of the cave-ins, so you need to use the extra teleporter that can go anywhere. It's just a theory. Just a theory. Municipal organic fluid pipeline offline. Oh, insert fluid. Oh, cool. Yes. Pipeline offline, insert organic fluid. Light flashes with pentagon aperture, 3 buttons appear on the screen. Organics, sustenance, organic sedative, organic refreshment, or return. I guess I'll go for refreshment. More of the seltzer. Yes, so again I can use this to create different drinks. A food cube. Oh, how hilarious. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. But again, it don't really help me get the power back on for that Roberto containment thing. So is that what's going on with them? They're sort of... what? A bit of wood on the ground catches your eye. On closer examination, it appears to be the corner of an old wooden box buried in the ground. You wrench the old trunk out of the ground with a mighty grunt and knock the rusted padlock off the front with a rock. It's full of experience points. Hooray. I have to wonder though. It says Roberto containment. So is it like a prison? Is that why the cultists are interested in it? Could Roberto be the person the cult is all about? Because if he's like the head of the cult, maybe the purpose of the cult is like to rescue him from his confinement. That could be completely wrong. I have absolutely no clue whatsoever. I reckon we've been about everywhere though, with the exception of... I mean, this is ridiculous. Oh, what about Snake Pit Mine? We didn't go there. With the exception of the abandoned mine, which you'd think I'd remember what used to be there, given that we went there, like, you know, less than an hour ago. But never mind. Yeah, let me quickly check this place out as well. No, nothing here. Okay then. So, I don't know what other two locations we could make use of in order to get that place in Deepest Delve running. With the exception of maybe some other locations around here. Let me quickly go back to the abandoned mine and see what was there. And then I will wander for a bit. Several loud gunshots ring out as you round a large cluster of boulders and you dive into cover. Peeking cautiously around the corner, you discover a goblin shooting a large pistol at a pile of nailed-together driftwood. What's it drifting on? A sand dune? What's doing? Targets practicing? Nope. Sculpting. Look. You take another look, and from the right angle, the driftwood does look kind of like an owl, albeit one that's been shot a few times with a bullet. Help them or talk to them? It's a Hornswoggle in a 5, which implies I'm going to get something good out of it, so I'm going to go with Hornswoggle. You spend the rest of the time teaching the goblin how to improve his aim, which is that a good idea? He's probably going to go and murder somebody afterwards, successfully as well. He gratefully gives you a handmade ring in exchange, which is convenient because you were originally planning on stealing it while shaking his hand. 9 pistol damage. That is actually pretty good. I rather like that. How does that compare with my current ring? It's a teeny bit better. It's only a marginal improvement, but I'm more than happy with it. Yeah, let me agree to go back down here and see what we had down here. Yes. So, is there anything I can learn here? West Central Storage Facility. Oh, okay. It seems like I've already cleaned this place out. Okay then, never mind that idea then. Can we discover anything by wandering around? Any other nearby locations? You catch a glimpse of something colourful out of the corner of your eye and hop down to investigate it. Before you know it, you're mesmerised by a scintillating rainbow of shiny multicoloured scales. A moment later, you realise you've fallen for the oldest trick in the book, specifically a book about how Frisco vipers trap their prey, specifically because you're surrounded by Frisco vipers. Well, I'm clearly not surrounded because they're all just in front of me, but never mind, let's not battle with semantics and instead battle some snakes. Which could actually take quite a long time, given that Susie doesn't do a lot of damage, and these snakes move so slowly. That poison damage is going to last a long time. Certainly not, actually. Has any fight in this game ever lasted 30 turns? This seems a bit pointless. Like, seriously, mate, you might have tried something else. Never mind. As it turns out, I'm fine. Wow, putting your hat to +3 to all stats. That sounds pretty good, actually. Okay, let's try wandering again and see if we find anything else of interest. No, just another blasted cow. Literally, another infernal cow. Infernal is usually one of my favourite adjectives. I don't really use it anymore these days. I don't know why I'm telling you that, because it's one of the most boring pieces of information I could possibly spew. But here I am anyway. A gurgling hiss draws your attention to a nearby skeleton. Honestly, just the fact that there was a skeleton here shouldn't have been enough to draw your attention, but I guess you're getting used to them. This one is wearing a rusted antique conquistador armor, caked with mud, rotting seaweed, and waving a waterlogged old blunderbuss at you. Please say I can get a blunderbuss off him. Yes, I can! Lovely! Wow, you haven't been taking very good care of that gun. What were you, half buried on the ocean floor for a couple of 100 years? Oh, really? Well, anyway, that probably isn't going to explode if you fire it, so let me have a look at it. I can probably tune it up for you. The skeleton hands over his gun. You inspect it carefully and then use it to blow his head off. Oh, my mistake. It's just a bit mucky, but it's basically fine. 16 to 19. How does that compare with my, my current pistol? It's basically the same. Basically the same. I mean, that gives me extra poison damage, that gives me extra moxie, and it's already got silver plated on it, so that saves me the money of having to fix it again. Okay then, never mind. It's difficult to know how long we've actually been going, because of course I've cut so much out of this one from all the farming and wandering around and stuff. But, you know, we've learned many a thing today. We have learned many, many things today about a very strange, weird culture. And I feel like we're, again, even closer to understanding and solving the solution around the aliens. I just don't know what it is. So what I'm going to do, as our last little thing today, is I'm going to solve this. And I don't know how, but we're going to figure it out. Oh, a shoe in Shinola, assuming that Shinola was a place. He nods, seeming to understand where you're going with this. The corned beef is Shinola. Ah, I put the corned beef on the toast, just like Shinola on a shoe. Oh, no, Shinola isn't a place. So is Shinola some kind of wood polish? Okay, I'm going to sit here and pretend like I've got a baldies what's going on, and everything's been sorted out here. Great job, that's everyone dealt with and out of here, and that means I'm finally out of this hellhole too. If we ever cross paths again, I really owe you one. Captain Davenport frisbees her clipboard, snaps to a salute, and marches out of the fort. Yay! But who will take care of this horsey? Nobody. Maybe the goblins will take care of him. I don't know. We must have loads of XP by now. How much XP have I got? Whoa! 5,000 XP. That's a lot of XP. That is a lot of XP indeed. I feel like I should probably upgrade some of this. Probably not that. Speed, maximum AP, spleen capacity, grit. I don't know. None of these are particularly useful, to be quite frank. I don't know. Maybe I should just upgrade a load of these again, to be honest. Just increase my muscle and my moxie a bit more. Why not? Yeah. Upgrade it to 80. Why not? And then upgrade that to, I don't know. Upgrade it again. Why not? Up to 81. There we go. For no particularly good reason. Okay. So, yeah. We're close to solving the alien thing. We're not... I mean, you know, obviously we can go to Frisco and get to the end of the main quest line, but there's many other little things I want to do. By which I mean there's like one other thing I want to do. The aliens. And the necromancers. I am so tempted to try again with the necromancers. Hooray. I'm so tempted to try again. Not now, but like at the beginning of our next episode. The thing is that I want this to end, because if we win, then I'm going to have to wait until next week to explore the facility. And if we lose, then I'll look like an arse. And I don't really want either of those things to happen. So we'll leave the fight until next time. But I think I should be strong enough. I upgraded my Deadeye. I fully upgraded, well, I've massively upgraded my Moxie. Upgraded these so my pain tolerance is higher. I'll drink another potion. And another alcoholic beverage. And I'll look, I'll look through here and see if there's like anything here that I could use that would boost me at all. Like these, have I got anything that boosts my... Not really, no. And I do need the muscle, because muscle is going to reduce the amount of damage that they do to me. So boosting my muscle would also be a beneficial thing to do. But yeah, we'll figure something out. How much angry have I got going on already, if that isn't a weird phrase to say? Only 2. Okay, so I can still lose the fight 3 more times without losing it that. And that's the other irritating thing about this game, right? Because I've got all of these amazing boosts that I love to pieces, including this, which is bizarre, I don't mind. But then I need the days to pass so that I can do stuff like solving Breadwood's problem and trying again with the grandma in the graveyard. Don't take that line out of context. But I don't want to lose my boosts. But never mind. That's enough bad. I think we'll leave it there for today. And yeah, next time we'll open by having another go in the Necromancer's Lair, see whether we can succeed in that battle. And yes. Thinking about it, actually, maybe the Necromancer's Tower does have something to do with the aliens. If because Roberto's in charge of the cult. Oh no, the Necromancers and the cultists aren't the same people. Sorry, I'm drawing conclusions that don't exist again. Never mind. I'm going to stop prattling and let you get on with the rest of your life. Never mind. That's enough of that. Yeah, so that'll do it for me this week. Thank you very much for joining me this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Look after each other and